probably echoing back really badly right now. I just realized that. Let's cut that out. I just realized I had my mic on. And I just threw my gun and missed. There goes my career in the NBA. But if I was younger, taller, faster, had better aim, I'd be on that shit, man. Alrighty. Ah, fuck, no, something I forgot. I'm a mess tonight. Mess, I tell you, mess. I'm the mess, I'm the mess, I'm the mess, I'm the mess. Also something weird in here. I want to just double check it real quick. What's on this one? Make sure it's set up right. Gotta make sure I got the right device so I can hear music in my head. It keeps the voices out. That. This. Look at things and do things, and of course I did what I did not want to do last night. I didn't run too much. I might only throw that in there for a few seconds. Left that. It's got a little bit of bend to it, but we should be alright. Nature, nurture, heaven and home. Some are low and by them driven to conquer every mountain, but I've never crossed the river. Brave the forest, brave the stone, brave the icy winds and fire. Braved and beat them on my own. I'm helpless by the river. Skip it on me, Joe. Angel, angel, what have I done? Face the quakes, the wind, the fire. Conquered country, crown and throne. How can I cross this river? The quakes, the wind, the fire. Conquered country, crown and throne. Why can't I cross this river? Pay no mind to the battles you've won. Take a lot more than rage and muscle. Open your heart and hands, my son. You'll never make it another river. A lot more than words and guns. A whole lot more than riches and muscle. Oops. Hey, there's a new one. I'll try that one. It's not really a commission. I mean, it sort of is. Nature, nature, heaven and home. Some of all them by them driven. Actually, we'll put in mindfulness because you know what else? We've got the Zen sounds for now at least. Oh, never mind that. Okay, never mind. Only about 5. Maybe that's it. Only 5. Alright. Look anymore, I'm starting to sound like Rory from Legends of Tomorrow.
Alright. She's a warrior goddess.
Alright, I clearly have to yell at my boy. I still hear him. I still hear him playing. Hold on 1 second here. Turn that down a little bit. Alexa, drop in on the basement. Vince, are you still in the basement? You gotta get upstairs, take your shower. Turn off the game. Plus, it's after 8 o'clock. You should be done it anyway. Well, hurry up. Alright, Alexa, stop. Alexa, cancel. Alexa, end call.
There was no active call.
What the hell is going on? Oh. I heard me talking to himself. Alright. Alexa, activate Japanese garden sounds. Oh, mean father. Mean father. Big dog. Big dog. Alright. It's looking a little too straightforward there. Should be something earlier. I'm still worried about it. Oh, okay. Okay. That was weird. Okay. So it only showed me sim-proof for when I first started again. But it showed me MichaelLikesMangos. That was cool last night. You guys can see it. It was good conversations up until I had to go in and give the kids kisses. It's just a thing that has to be done, unfortunately. They may be brats, they may be pains in the butts that don't like to stop playing Fortnite when they're supposed to. But damn it all, I've grown rather attached to them. I was actually surprised. If you follow me on Instagram, and nobody really does. I don't have many that go both ways. No, I'm sorry. Anyway, I was posting before I came on, like 2 hours ago, about how I was expecting to be late, and I said last night I was expecting to be late because I have a parent-teacher conference tonight, and look, everyone I've ever been to, especially for Vincent, they have always been late. I mean, literally, whatever time we had scheduled. I mean, I swear to God, my wife and I one time picked what we thought was like one of the earliest things that we could get to, which was like 5 o'clock. It was, or somewhere around there. Like, it was like really close to like the start of it. And I swear to God, we got there and they were about 40 minutes late. They had somebody in there, and they just, whoever it was, I guess, either the teacher had a lot to talk about or the parents didn't. I don't know which one it was, but I was like sitting out there. I was starving because I'd gone right from work to the teacher conference. And it's like, I'm just sitting there and like, I am dying here, dear. I'm like, I need food. And she's like, I know, but she's like, what do I want me to do? What do you want me to do? I'm like, what? I'm ready to go in there and start busting heads. Be like, your kid's a moron! Just move on! Think of all the money you're saving in college. I used to be a people person. Keyword, used to. Mix some of that in there because there's really only like a light highlight of that pink. I mean, it's not even a full bit towards the front. There's like. It's gonna be another one of these nights. Thursdays are usually good nights, though. It's bothering me. It's a little tiresome. A little bothersome. Oh well. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna worry right now. I'm gonna do the mouth. And then I'm gonna hit back towards the leg, I think, for a little bit. I'll be honest, the portraiture scares the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie about that. Because there's a lot of places to fuck this up. It's very easy to fall under, I'm painting a generic dog, and it's not what we're doing. I think people sometimes, alright. I get like a little weirded out sometimes when I see people online that just like all they paint is, like pictures of lions or whatever, pick any animal, as like their main focus. That's all they ever seem to focus on, And they're generic pictures. They're not like, you can tell that they didn't go and, they didn't go to Africa and, travel on the safari to get these shots or whatever. They're shots that were probably National Geographic or something like that. And even that, you feel like they probably half-assed it. And that bothers me a little bit. Like, so I feel like there's times where you look at those types of paintings and you go, you're just painting a lion. You're not painting that lion that was there. And I get it, there's, potential that you need to be careful about. Copyright infringement and stuff, because if photos there of National Geographic or something are actually copyrighted. Yeah, they are another photographer's work. So I understand that you want to be cautious of that. Totally get it. But at the same point, it's like, stinks of non-altruistic intention, I guess. And look, there's some of these guys, and they're doing it through the wildlife foundations and stuff, and that's cool. And so I don't want to sound like I'm bashing too much, but it's just like a lion, a tiger, a bear, oh my, or or George Takei, my. They're legitimate creatures, like they're individuals too, just like us. There's it sometimes like kind of freaks my kids out a little bit when I'm like, we'll be looking through like like a Dr. Foster's ad or something I got sent, and you'll see a picture of a cat that looks just like Hiram, he's a little gray cat, and I go, Dad, that looks like Hiram. It's like, yeah, it does, but it's not, because if you look here, this is different, and it's like, Hiram is almost a nondescript cat in a lot of ways. He's gray, and that's about it. There's not really, if you look deeper into him, you see a lot more colors, but on a surface level, it just kind of pop at it. It's a little gray cat, and that's it. But Hiram is not just any little gray cat. He's my pain in the ass gray cat. I do feel bad about listening to the same stuff that you guys do, but oh well. The hell I won't do it. Is that helpful? Probably no way. I hope that doesn't come across as like snotty. I know I almost said something. Now, in my defense, I had been drinking a little bit while we were there. At Busch Gardens, they have a woman that paints, she does very, actually they're very cool looking. I do want to admit they're, very stylized animal paintings. And her gallery is, right in the thing. And she works there. She's there in the gallery selling her shit and painting right there. And I almost said something about, again, this, I hope they're not just generic, and, as we were walking in the door, I almost said it, and I realized that there was an easel right there, right next to us. I was like, they're here. So I kind of shut my mouth real quick. So I didn't come off like an asshole. I'm good at that, but I don't want to come off as that. I don't like to be... I'm good at critiques, I just don't like to be judgmental. And I guess that's a little bit different kind. At least certainly not without knowing a person. If I get to know you and your work as a person, I can usually... get to know what you're going for and things pretty easily, and then I can also call you out on your bullshit. And that's not meant to sound insulting. I know it probably does. It probably sounds really insulting. But what I mean is look, everybody's got at some point a little bit of bullshit in them. We artists tend to be very fluffy people. It's one of our quirks, if you will. And so, look, I'm full of shit a lot of times. I know that. We get overly dramatic. We get deal with hyperbole a lot. It's part of our charm. I am kind of relying loosely on the camera issues or whatever, I guess, to help me analyze a little bit. Boom, boom. That's a great song. Violet. Violet, you're turning violet. Whoa, what the hell happened there? It didn't suddenly. Oh, my session was fired. The white balance got funky. What happened there? Huh. Okay. Wow. Did a jolt on its own. Let's see if we can get that fixed out. What happened there? Sign in. Maybe he said, oh, you sign in again. You bring up sign in one day. Fuck. Some music's a pain in the ass. I mean, it's the best possible way, but I would beat the shit out of it. If it were a person, drag it out in the street and beat it. That's already got the color on it. What a song I know. Is hidden behind the trees. Now the flowers sing the violets. And the birds fly happily. We're together once again, my love. I need you back, oh baby, baby. I can't explain just why we lost it from the start. Living without you, girl, you only break my heart. Nah. Never had one singing lesson. I can feel it. I can hold it. I feel bad. My buddy Mike was on earlier today, broadcasting, and I really wanted to get in there, but because I was working from home today. Actually, I could have, but my fucking teammates, man, they were just fucking worthless. It seemed. First off, the movie started with 2 of them have called out today. They're going to be working from home. Well, 1 worked from home. The other, I don't think, did a fucking thing. So I'm assuming they didn't actually log in. I'm guessing. I sure as hope shit they didn't give her credit for working from home today. Let's put it that way. But usually the boss sends an update like, oh, they can't make work. Yeah, they're not working from home. And I didn't get one of those, so I'm suspicious. And I had a very, we'll say interesting. Interesting is not really the word for it, but I guess it was last week or 2 weeks ago. I can't remember now at this point even. I had a customer call that I had to explain how days work to, and I mentioned it on here before. And so yeah, they called back again today, and they were. First off, I should say, I got a call earlier in the day from someone that works for the same company. And they asked me about an order and these specific part numbers. I said, okay, oh, here they go. This one shipped this way, this one shipped that way. Okay, yeah, 2 parts on their order. Okay, thank you. Maybe 30, 45 minutes later, the person I had explained how days work to calls in. I need this from this order, and I need to look for 2 part numbers. And I go, she goes into the PO, I was like, the part numbers looking for, and I read them off to her, and she goes, yeah. I said, someone else just called about this like a half hour ago. They did? Who was it? I was like, yeah, and I said who I thought it was. She goes, I don't know who that is. I said, well, I may be wrong, but that's who I thought they said. I said, well, here's how they ship this way, that way. And I was like, well, I better make a case just so I can point to my boss, like, hey, they got 2 people calling the same day for the same things, and we need to talk to them about this, so we can at least start to like diminish our caseload. Because if they're not telling each other that there's an existing case already or whatever, then hey, that's problematic. We get overwhelmed already. If we can cut a few of these cases out because we don't, a few of these extra phone calls and shit, that helps out everybody in the long run. And so I start making the case, and I realized that, shit, 2 more cases from previous days on these exact same part numbers. And I'm like, alright, now this is weird. And I start looking, and in both those cases, she asked for the same 2 part numbers from the same order, and my partner on both days gave her the same answers that I had just given. So I was like, okay, well maybe they're not tracking, and these guys aren't even like thinking to tell us, hey, you gave us these part numbers, but they don't work. Because our customers do that a lot. A lot more than you would think. Like, if you're lucky, you'll get a... Oh, see, I called about this yesterday, and they gave me that same thing. And it's like, well, why didn't you tell me you called yesterday? Because then anyway. But I digress. Sorry, it's very easy to get into a rage with that when I think about that place. I try to keep them out of here, but... Damn, man, they're stupid sometimes. So anyway, I go, okay, she's called multiple times on this, been given the answer multiple times. She keeps losing her goddamn notes. And I'm like, and she did this to me the other week too, and I was like, alright, I need to try to find a way to nip this in the bud. The only way I can, which is, I told my team about it. I said, hey guys, just be on the lookout, because she just called me about this case, and, this order or whatever, and she's called about this before with Tony, and, I don't know if anybody else got it, but I only looked at her one name in the system. She's in there a few times. So I'm like, she may have hit us a few times regarding this shit, and we need to, watch out. So then I decided to do what they always do to us when they're not happy with our performances. I copied in her boss on an email, or at least the guy who was in charge of this order specifically. And I was like, hey, you've called about this a few days in a row now, actually. And the same two orders, and both times before you were giving the answer. So, I want to make sure you're not losing these notes. And here's an email with this exact thing. It was just shy of, don't call again regarding this, please, or I will lose my shit. I told my wife at dinner, I'm like, at one point she calls up, and the first words out of her mouth are, hi Brian, I think I might have spoken to you earlier today about this case, or about this order, and I was ready to go. If she spits out those 2 part numbers again, I told my wife, I said, I would have sent her a text message saying, sorry dear, I can't make the parent-teacher conference. I'm driving to Chicago to beat this woman with a rubber hose. Because I was like, I'm done. If she asks about that again, because this was only about an hour after the previous conversation, after I'd sent the email saying, hey, you keep asking about this, maybe you stop? I'm going to mix these together. This is actually going to be really tight to pull off, because they're close. Not exact, but I'm just trying to put a base in, so they're going to be really tight to each other. Anyway. So I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? She starts talking, and I'm like, oh, she says these 2 parts. I'll kill it. I'm going to prison today. I have to drive to Illinois to do it, but I don't care. Guess that falls under premeditated. Whatever. My wife will remarry. She'll be fine. But, But I was like, okay, I'm about to lose my shit if she asks this. So she asked for something else, but I was like, okay. And I'm like, I'd give her that information. She was like, okay, good. And part of me wanted I should send her another email and make sure it's done. But I'm like, we'll play this game and see how long this takes. To see if she actually does hit us up again. Something funky going on that ball, man. I'll think that's it, right? So you got like a big... I guess that's an old dog ball. Chick stick it. And if you're gonna spawn back, no, they don't. I know. They're like my sister in Killjoy. Oh look, I'm very much trying not to finish this painting tonight. I won't lie. I'm kind of working to not finish this painting tonight because my only plan for another one would be a self-portrait, but I don't feel like my beard's there yet. I feel like if it gets through the weekend, I'll be all right, but I don't feel like it's ready for it yet. Yeah. It's so weird to change it. It's so weird the color changed so bad. What did that happen here? Check the filters for a second here. Let's go to color correction. Nope. Yeah. That's a little too much. Check the color. I'm gonna go back to the. I don't know. That doesn't look too terrible. It does, but it's not. Looking at a place to start. I get back up to like just a little bit. No, that's not where I went. Let's go back to it. I fucked this up royally, you know. Oh, that's off. That's really bad. You know what? I'm gonna take the color correction off. Come on. Filters. We're just gonna get rid of that. Because it's not working. Let's ditch it. Oh wow, that was really bad now. Alright, let's add it back in. Now let's fix this on the camera. It's on the camera. It's on the input. We gotta get that done. You know what? That's not bad actually. We're gonna stick with that for starters. Alright, we're gonna go with daylight. Yeah, that's not too terrible. Now we can add a filter in there. This has gotten fucked up. Sorry, it shifted on me, and I don't know what's going on. And I'm sure there's nobody here, so it doesn't really matter. Let's color correction again. Let's just bump the saturation up a little bit, I think. Just a little bit. Further up the gamma a little. That's a little better. It's just a little bit. It's just a tweak. I think that'll work. Oh, just skipping frames and shit. Now I'm getting hot. Take off all your clothes. No, just turn off. Turn off. Good God. Blue in here. That's gonna be a problem. Sunshine when she's gone. It's all more when she's away. There ain't no sunshine when she goes. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Wonder this time where she's gone. Wonder if she's going to stay. Ain't no sunshine when you're gone. This house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. I know, 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 I know. It won't leave that young thing alone, but ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Yours just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. I can't hit that anymore. Bury me something in this world. I give this part of me for you. Sand rains down and here I sit, holding red flowers in a tomb. Down in a hole and I don't know if I can be saved. See my heart, I decorated like a grave. You don't understand who they thought I was supposed to be. Look at me now, I'm a man who won't let himself be. Down in a hole, feeling so small. Down in a hole, losing my soul. I'd like to fly, but my wings have been soared and down in a hole, and I put all the stones in their place. I've eaten the sun, so my tongue has been burned of the taste. I've been guilty of kicking myself in the teeth. I will speak no more of my feelings beneath. Down in a hole, feeling so small. Down in a hole, losing my soul. I'd like to fly. this part of me for you. Sand rains down and here I sit. Oh, that's weird news. What's that nice? Huh. Ah, Peter. Peter. Down in all, feeling so small. Down in all, losing my soul. Down in all, feeling so small. Down in a hole, out of control. I'd like to fly, but my wings have been so denied. So I just take that and then put an extra in here. Probably should just go with the verdian. I could just go with the verdian. Let's go with the verdian. Blame it on my roots. I showed up in boots, ruined your black tie thing. Last one to know, last one to show. I was the last one you thought you'd see there. Well, I saw the surprise and the fear in his eyes when I took his glass of champagne. And I toasted you, said, honey, we may be through, but you'll never hear me complain. 'Cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. And I'll be okay. I'm not big on social graces. Think I slip on down to the oasis. So I got friends in low places. I guess I was wrong. I just don't belong. Then I've been there before. Everything's alright. Well, I'll just say goodnight and I'll show myself to the door. I didn't mean to cause a big scene. Just give me an hour and then I'll be as high as that ivory tower. Sure living now. I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. And I'll be okay. Hey, I'm not big on social graces. Think I slip on down to the oasis. So I got friends. Oh, you know what I do? That's what it's right, at least. Just in case somebody shows up. Chase is my blues away. I'm gonna have to put it back in there in a few moments anyway, but. think I slept on down to the OS, so I got friends in low places. Chases my blues away. I kind of shift that a little bit. It's like I want it to be still kind of at that angle, but at the same point, this is like the tendon's starting to shift a little. So it's like we're not dealing with just a flat, round area there. It's like it starts to shift in. Friends in low place. Then bear chases my blues away. And I'll be okay. Yeah, it feels a little better actually. Makes it feel like a little more like the tendon's doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me. So set 'em up, Joe. I got a little story I think you should know. Drinking my friend to the end, the brief, the sun. I gave one for my baby, one more on the road. I got the routine, put another nickel in the machine. Feeling so bad. Can't you make the music easy inside? I could tell you a lot, but you've gotta be true to your code. Just make it one for my baby, one more for the road. You never know it, but buddy, I'm a kind of poet. I got a little things I'd like to say. One I'm blue, won't you say to me till it's talked away? That's how it goes. And Joe, I know you're getting anxious to close. Thanks for the tears. I hope you didn't mind my bending your ear. But this torch that I found, it's gotta be drowned. It soon might explode. So make it one for my baby, one for the road. I thought I had more weight on it. That's really good. What was he? Oh. Alright, no it is. So funky. Okay. That's right. Let me change. Let me change. Let me change. Let me change. Like this. Like this better. Change. All I wanna do is to thank you, even though I don't know who you are. You let me change lanes while I was driving in my car. All I wanna do is to thank you, even though I don't know who you are. You let me change lanes while I was driving in my car. Whoever you are, I wanna thank you, whoever you are. I wanna thank you, whoever you are. I wanna thank you, whoever you are. All I wanna do is I drive around all day. All I wanna do is to thank you, even though I don't know who you are. You let me change lanes while I was driving in my car. All I do is to thank you, even though I don't know who you are. You let me change lanes while I was driving in my car. Whoever you are, I wanna thank you, whoever you are. I wanna thank you, whoever you are. I wanna thank you, whoever you are. Yeah, broadcasting live, and we wanna hear all of ya. A lot more of all ya. Thank you. Even though I don't know who you are, you let me change lanes while I was driving in my car. I wanna thank you, whoever you are. I wanna thank you, whoever you are. I wanna thank you, whoever you are. Even though I don't know who you are, you let me change lanes while I was driving in my car. Whoever you are, I wanna thank you, whoever you are. I wanna thank you, whoever you are. I wanna thank you, whoever you are. You can tell that song was written from somewhere other than Philly. Because in Philly, it's like, let me the fuck in! Swear to God, I'll hunt down your whole fucking family. It's like, okay, Mom. Such a shit joke. Alright. My mom wanted to do that. She called me a son of a bitch once. I thought that was fucking hilarious. That happened. She still doesn't remember it, but I remember it. It's clear as day. I thought it was fucking great. I was probably like 15, 16 years old. I lost it. Alright, I will be right back. That is a threat, not a, you know, or that's a promise, not a threat, or, I don't know. I don't fucking care. Just don't fall, brush. That's all I need you to do. Don't fall. So, if my timing is correct, I have 6 minutes from the time I hit this till the audio runs out. I think it might repeat, but... Thank you. I forgot to turn the mic back on. Nobody's been here, so I literally been tooting off. No, I tried to mute the mic when I go, like, I had to leave to go with my kisses goodnight, and I totally, like, flaked and I came back. So how you doing tonight? Yeah, I probably would have recorded the rest of the damn thing if no one popped in here, and then I'd have been up, like, you know, I changed these, I loaded these up to YouTube right afterwards. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with the recording? There's no sound for an hour. And I probably would have blamed Twitch and been at, like, you know. And what do? You know. Because today was busy for me, too. I work in customer service, so I got yelled at all day. It's funny, like, okay, you work at a bank? Alright. I can see that definitely being, like, a thing this year. But, so yeah, I'll be honest, I used to think, like, when I worked in, like, waiting tables and retail and stuff like that years and years ago, I used to think, like, oh, it made sense for those places to be busy. But if I had a nice, comfy office job, I wouldn't be that busy. And then I got a comfy office job, quote-unquote, comfy office job. And it's like, you know what? It's just as bad, because at the end of the year, like, I work in electrical, like, equipment. I work for Siemens Energy. And it's like, everybody wants their shit done before the end of the year. So they're like, hey, ship this out. And I'm like, we can't. Everybody's asked for it, and not everybody's going to get it. And I can see banks with, like, I mean, imagine you got a lot of people playing a bunch of financial games to afford Christmas. So they're going to get all crazy. So I can see that now. Well, it's nearly the weekend, right? You don't work on weekends, do you? Or if you do, like, I know my bank only does Saturdays for like 3-4 hours best. Oh, not this song. Come on, this isn't even a song. It's like a skit. Take that off there. Alright, where'd it go? It might not be a big deal, but it flew somewhere. Something flew off of the brush and went somewhere. Here it is. Okay, good. As long as it's not on the painting, I have to cover it up. Alright. Sorry, that scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. Duh. Restart the heart a little bit. Like I had a flashback right there, just a second ago, of freshman year. We had a 2D design class, and we were doing this thing where you had to be like specific. Like everything had to be perfect. Lines were supposed to be, you know, like painter tape straight type thing, you know, like working with this little tiny brush and trying to do this stupid little thing really small, and then like I swear the brain sometimes is just like oh, you need to be really careful with this. Fuck you! And it's like, so I just dropped the brush right on the damn thing. And it's because it was so precise. I mean, they didn't want texture. It was supposed to be flat, which for me, like, that's hard. That's really hard. And it was like, so then I got this brush, and now I had to, like, I got this splatter on it. It's like, I gotta cover this shit up, and I'm not supposed to have texture. How the fuck am I supposed to pull this off? And yeah, that was not fun. I didn't do well in that assignment either. That's not funny. Because, yeah. The flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Let it burn. Oh, sweet. My hearts, let go, more sweet. Like before you, like a child. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Man, I'm actually concerned that this painting is getting really close to finish. I'm going to have another canvas ready to go for... I don't think it's finishing tonight. It's, what, 25 minutes ago, really? Because if I try to push beyond it, if I try to push beyond 10, I'm going to be here till the damn thing's finished, and that's not going to be good for my work tomorrow, you know? Like, they're going to get a little salty. Because I'll be salty. And it also leaves me open to fuck it up more. I think I want to take it careful. This is definitely going to be done by Sunday, and probably halfway through Sunday's stream. That's a conundrum. So I really don't have anything set in stone yet. I've got 2 small canvases and 1 circle canvas, or oval, it's not circle. But that's got a plan. I just don't know whether I want to conquer it yet again. I farted around with a few ideas for those smaller ones. I'm going to get through someday with this, but it is what it is, I guess, right? Painting's going to be what the painting's going to be. I mean, I can't complain. This action might give me time. I don't know whether I'll be able to or not. But potentially could even get this framed for my daughter before I give it to her. That'd be kind of nice. But the frame shot's probably going to be the same situation that I was just complaining about. Like, you know, everybody wants everything right now at this time of year, and it's a little difficult to fulfill. Shireen. Start shaping those eyes up a little bit. A little makeup. It looks beautiful. Maybe it's Maybelline. I won't lie, I was dealing with stream envy last night. I went over to Itchy Badass's stream. And he's a gamer. And he had Fortnite and stuff, whatever, from what I've seen. All the times I've ever tuned in, it's been Fortnite. Let's put it that way. Not because I want to watch Fortnite, it's just that's what's on. He's doing it. And I was, farting around there on his site for a little bit. And he's got some sort of filter that, as he's streaming, turns him into a little corgi with like glasses on and stuff. I thought it was funny. I'm like, that'd be hilarious to have, but unfortunately, it's a lot easier if you have a face cam, you know, green screen, and you can do all that stuff. And he's got to have something like that going on. I don't have that. Nor do I want it. I took away the... This used to be my face cam, and I was like, it's better for people to see what paints I'm working with at least, right? Like, see how I'm mixing shit and what I'm putting in there. Sure, I forget to say it all the time, but at least it's there. If you pay attention during the stream, I'll spit out what I'm putting in there, so you're like, oh, well, that's the Naples yellow red, and that's the, you know, like yellow ochre mix, and there's the Naples yellow deep, and sometimes I spit it back out. Alright. Let's get some more oxide. He's got a little, yeah, he's got a little pink in there too, right? So but we're not gonna make it pink. Yeah. We'll throw in some alizarin crimson. And we'll throw in a little bit of pink. We'll probably add some violet in there too. That'll work a little bit. Just a touch. I do not know what happened to my colors, by the way, on this camera. Like, it literally just shit the bed on me a few minutes into the stream. This is the best I could get it back to. Oh, good mix, something like that. Yeah, they're not coming on as cleanly as they used to. Alright, well. That's pity. Actually pretty. Alright, I got his face shaped a little wrong. I'm gonna try to correct that. Goes down here, he gets the big happy face. The Vinny happy face. My son when he was little, I took a shot of him at a little Italian joint not too far from my house. And actually used to be in the McDade Mall, and they moved across the street. And they it's just covered. I mean, he was probably 2 years old and he was covered. Like, his beard was worse than mine, with just pasta sauce everywhere. And he had this big, like, face as he was eating. So I took this picture, then, like, a year later, he saw it, and he just goes, "This is Vinny Happy Face." I was like, "Vinny Happy Face? Vinny Happy Face." So this is about a year in the picture, so, yeah. But it's funny. Vinny Happy Face. Okay. It was almost as good as my daughter, my oldest, whose dog this is. When she was about 3 years old, my buddy Mike and I I don't remember where he took her. We're coming down the Blue Route, and coming southbound on the Blue Route. We pass this. It's like an industrial center that you can barely see. Like, you know, it's like a cracking through trees real quick, and you're like, oh, if you don't pay attention, you'll miss it. And we're trying to pass that, and Allie just starts in the back. She just goes, "Daddy, Daddy!" I'm like, "What?" She goes, "It's Axie Lovey Stack." I'm like, "What?" She goes, "It's Axie Lovey Stack." Axie what? Axie Lovey Stack. And she's talking to us like we're insane. Like, we have no idea what, you know. Like, how can you not know? It's Axie Lovey Stack. And both of us are just dumbfounded. There's nothing in there that's named that at all. There was, God, I don't even remember what there was in there. I know once it eventually became, one of the things became like a gym, but it was just like, it's just a weird industrial center. There's nothing in there. But to her, it was Axie Lovey Stack. And we were like, okay. And this is the time we were still in a band. It's like, all right, that's our album name. If we get another album made, that's our album name. What the fuck Axie Lovey Stack is, but Jesus Christ, that's so fucking, it's so funny. She was just so serious about it. It's Axie Lovey Stack. Like she's looking at me through the rear view because I had the rear view down so I could look back into the car, you know. And it's like she's looking at me like, "What are you, a fucking moron? Sexy lovey stack, Daddy." Jesus Christ. Alright, face is starting up here. He's starting to get there. And we never did figure out what she actually was talking about. Like, we shared stories with friends that, you know, the people that were more familiar with that area where that park is, and they're like, oh, no idea what you could be interpreting for that, you know? It's just wild. Yeah, everybody saw this. There was a man that he's 101 years old, and he credits his age to drinking Coors Light. He drinks Coors Light every day. That's how he's lived to be 100 years old. It's like, I think I'd rather die. And look, I'm not a beer snob. I don't want anybody to think that. I'm not like I have to have a certain IPA or, you know, no, fuck that. I just like dark beer. So Coors Light is like the antithesis to that. Champ does seem to have sloth eye in this picture, doesn't he? Allie, if you're watching this, I'm not trying to pick on your dog. I'm looking at this photo now. Now I'm trying to focus on these eyes, and all I hear in my head right now is what was the movie? Double Take? Oh fuck! I gotta look this up now. It was Double Take. It's Orlando Jones and Eddie Griffin, right? That's who it was. Let me just see it. I think that sounds right. It sounds right, but I want to make sure. Double Take movie. Eddie Griffin, yeah. But anyway, at one point he is like, I'm pretty sure that's the movie it's in, but he gets up to like one dude who's like a rich dude at a, you know, runway thing. What is up with your eye? Oh, I got it. So you can check out the girl over there too. Alright, so that's all I see right now. Because he ain't looking in the same direction with both eyes there. Try to bring them a little more together, but... if Champ shouted, "Hey you guys!" I wouldn't be surprised right now. Mama, you've been bad. think I'm off with that movement in the head there. I think it should be a little farther over. Which is okay, because that part dried out, so it's not like I'm overly... It's not going to mix in... Yeah, it's going to mess me up visually for a little bit. But I think if I just shift that a little bit... Maybe we'll start to like flesh it a little bit out. Welcome to my breakdown. Alrighty. It looks a little psychedelic right now, doesn't it? Like it's like, alright, not bad, you know, it looks like a dog or whatever. I'm very big against it. Like, alright, you know, it looks like a dog body, yeah. And then like, clown face. Watch me it comes. I'm not ashamed to see it in every place. Anybody can get lit. You wanna know how things I won't tell you how much I hate this. Don't believe that stuff all over me. It pains me, please. Yeah. Just that. Just that. Yes. Chocolate cake. Just my name. Just let me be. Don't believe that stuff. Where's the little guy? I gotta get my little guy. Where's my little guy? Where's my little guy? Just need to do some lining real quick, so I don't mind if it's just a little turp loaded or whatever. Just hope it's enough. Get the nostrils down. Because believe it or not, if you're ever interested in painting animals, and specifically if you're interested in painting dogs, because that's more likely what you're ever going to see if you're, especially if you're talking portraits and commissions. little fun fact if you didn't know it. I think a lot of people know this fact, but in case you didn't, in case you're like me and your memory went cuckoo for a little while, you know. A dog's nose, the nose print, is actually the like equivalent of the human fingerprint. So while a fingerprint is not necessarily, I know everybody thinks, oh, everybody's fingerprint's unique. That's not exactly true. It's mostly unique, but if you think about it, with the number of people that have lived on the planet, yada yada yada, all that stuff, there's no way everybody's fingerprints, you know, are unique. But they're close to almost perfectly unique. That's the best way to put it. And so, same thing with dogs. It's like that nose print is. So if you want to, you know, you're worried about your dog getting lost or anything like that, you know what? Go get your dog's nose print done. I don't know how you're going to do that without making the dog think it's a bad dog, because, I mean, that's what you also, you know, you shove their nose and stuff when they're bad, right? Like, when they poop on the floor or whatever, you're like, you know, no! Dashboard, nothing but we still had the radio. I should have been, could have been, worse than you would ever know. Well, the world you're bound nowhere. Well, it sounds like some place I'd like to go. I could have been, should have been, worse than you would ever know. Well, the windshield was broken, but I love the fresh angle. Ben could have been, worse than you would ever know. Whoa. So anyway, like I said, so if you're paying, if you get started, oh god damn. This is why it's not going past 10. Not very long past 10, let's put it that way. If you do start getting commissions to do pets, focus on the nose and eyes. Those are your two, like that's where you're really going to either gain it or lose it. I mean, it's not really too much different from, you know, if you're painting a portrait of a person. If you nail those two, you'll probably do a pretty good job. People probably going to still pay you. Unless when I was doing those comic book commissions years ago, I did, I needed to get some money real quick, and thankfully for the Preston and Steve show, were kind enough to let me on air. And, I went on air asking people, like, hey, look, you know, I'm not asking for money, just to send money, but I was like, I've had people do commissions before where they, you know, they draw their father, their son, whatever, in, you know, with a superhero body and, you know, their head. So I was like, I'm trying to get stuff like that if people, you know, if people are willing. And I was doing them for, like, I'd do a pencil sketch for like $20, inked it for $40, and then I did coloring for $65. And it was basically, you got the inked version, black and white, and the coloring was done actually on computer. And I was like, here's, you get a super big file, you know, print it, permission to print it, and all that stuff, you know, as much as you wanted. The funny thing about that is I actually didn't mean to price it that way. I meant to put, like, more pricing on the inking because I was very uncomfortable with my inking at the time. So I was like, I have to take a lot longer to ink. Coloring was easy. Photoshop was just like bam, 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 you know. But it got to the point where I had to stop them because it got so... There were so many people being like, that sort of looks like him, but can you make his face thinner? And like, and the thing was, I was lightboxing their faces. Like I'd ask them to send a bunch of photos, and I'd find a pose that would work with an angle that their face was, and I'd put it on a light box, and you know, I'd pick out all the major points, you know, the nose or whatever, and how it would work best as a comic book style. So there's no way it didn't look like their loved one, whoever it may be. It may not look like their loved one through their lover's eyes, or you know, children's eyes, or however you want to call it, you know, whoever it was hiring me. But it looked like their loved ones. I may have trouble admitting to that, but it did. And you know, it just became so much of a, you know what, dude, I'm like, and it was like, I hit a string, man. It was like 4 or 5 people. It was like, all right, we'd start bickering about whether it looks like them or not. I'm like, all right, well, then I have to turn this away. I'm not making my money back on this. The time I've wasted on this, I'm not making my money back. So I'm going to cut it now while I haven't lost it, technically, and take another commission. And so I was like, yeah, and they didn't get charged, you know, I didn't pay, like, you know, I didn't make them pay me or anything for the time wasted. It was just like, look, you're not happy, and I'm not happy doing this one, so we're gonna walk away. And then but it was like, every time I do it, it's like, then the next person was just as bad. I'm like, oh my god, what is going on with you people? Because the first sets were great, man. One of the best was the first person, one of the first commissions I did. They do their father and their father-in-law. It turns out they lived like right around the corner from my house. And I was like, oh my god, I could just walk it over. I was like, are you serious? I was like, oh my god, you're like literally right behind my house. If you're unhappy, you can come back and beat me up. You know, like, please don't do that. But you could. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. Just like looking at this thing. Yeah, he needs to get that over a little bit. So it creeps down into the nose here. Yeah, that was much better. Blackbird fly into the light in the dark black night. Alrighty. I've learned to go a little bit over 10 o'clock if I want it to be the perfect 2 hours, because it's like, it always cuts off like at least a few seconds, if not a full minute and a half or so. I don't know why. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You're only waiting for this moment to arise. You're only waiting for this moment to arrive. You're only waiting for this moment to arrive. Alright. Alright, luckily it's a song that I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't want to turn that off. Go ahead and turn that off before it gets too into it. I like it, I don't like turning it off anything from retrospective, but still. I said I wasn't going to go much longer, I'm not going to go much longer, so. Alright, so I am definitely going to need to figure out what the fuck I'm going to be doing after this, because this bad boy is almost done. I mean, look, the face is going to take a while. The face is definitely still going to take a while. I'm still blocking shit out on this. But I can't see. Sunday is likely going to be a 2.5 to 3 hour stream. Because I can now. So, I can't see this taking another 2.5, 3 hours, you know, fully. So I'm going to need something ready to go on Sunday. So I'm trying to stick to, you know. If I can't figure out anything, maybe if I get some viewers on here, you know. I don't like to raid with less than 5 viewers anymore. I like to think if I can get 5 viewers, that's a cool number to raid with. So, and I don't think I have that, right? I got 3, and I think 1's mom, so she's gonna go to bed soon. We're not gonna raid tonight. So next stream is Sunday night, 7:30, till I'm done, I guess, and we'll see about afterwards. If I have something planned, then great. If not, then I'll find somebody to raid, and we'll go from there. Shit. I did not expect this to be. This is episode 7, right? I thought for sure this dog was going to be at least 10 episodes. I'm amazed. Yeah, I'm shocked. So yeah, we'll call it here for now. We'll worry about the face solely on Sunday. Yeah, we'll wrap it up then. And then I have no idea what I'm going to paint next because the beard's not ready for the self-portrait yet. So I'll catch you guys on the flip side. 7:30. Be there, be square. Such a loser for saying that.